Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I wanted to be back in a good video, in a good way, but some bad news, man. The fight between Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman Jr. has been canceled. What the fuck, man? Are you serious, dude? We just wanted to see a fight. We got Gibb versus McBroom being canceled. We're like, what? Well, that's more understandable because, you know, they think that Gibb might have something wrong with his brain or something like that. So he's just waiting on the tests. And if that comes through, then the event will actually happen. So, like, you know, we're just praying on that. Like, there's not much, like, it's a big deal, but, you know, if everything's alright, they will continue with the fight. But this man, Jake Paul, can't get a fight, man. Alright, I'm a huge KSI fan. I don't like Jake Paul. We're not supposed to like Jake Paul. But we were all kind of getting more excited now as the date came closer. We were getting more excited about the fight against this guy that replaced Tommy Fury. Third time that a Jake Paul fight has been canceled. We wanted to see Tommy Fury so bad. Two times. Never happened. The man ducked. He didn't want to come, or I don't know. Passport wasn't working or something. He wasn't allowed in the country because of some illegal reasons. But we got Rahman Jr. replacement. He was the guy to beat Jake Paul. He was gonna destroy them. Apparently, he was goated. 12-1 boxer. First test. We all wanted to see. Everybody was really excited to see that first test for Jake Paul. This was gonna be the first test, like a real boxer actually steps in the ring with Jake Paul. But guess what? We got, I don't know how long. We got a week, I think like a week before the fight. And the fight is canceled again. Are you serious? Apparently, Rahman Jr. was 230 pounds. And he had a cut to 200 pounds. So like more than a pound a day to lose. And he just couldn't do it. He said his body wouldn't let him. And then, I don't know why he says that, why Jake Paul's not scared to fight him at 215. I'm like, bro, the contract says that you're supposed to cut to 200. If you knew you couldn't do it, why'd you sign it? You should have said, let me get down to 210 instead. If you knew you couldn't do it. You can't really gamble those things. It's a contract, you know, it's a boxing contract. You can't really gamble those things. And you upset a lot of people, man. You can't just keep, you know, dropping out of these fights. You upset people. People will look at you as a, you know, they look at you as a loser, or like you're scared to fight Jake Paul. That's what people think about you now. So, you know, I don't know. Will Jake Paul fight soon? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who's gonna fight. They need somebody that will actually, you know, not drop out. They need to find fighters that are reliable and then they're committed. Because this can't keep happening. It's just too much. It's too much already. We're trying to see Jake Paul fight a real boxer. It just doesn't happen anymore. Everybody's dropping out. I don't know. The only event that's actually happening is KSI. Because I think KSI's better at handling events. And I guess he's the A side now. Apparently. But, you know, Jake Paul, he earns his respect. He works hard. And that's upset. I mean, I would be really mad if my fight was in a week and the fighter dropped out. I'll be pissed. But yeah, I really wanted to make the predictions for this fight. I thought Hasim was gonna probably win by a decision, maybe. But I could see Jake Paul upsetting and showing that he's actually a real boxer. But I don't know anymore. He needs to fight another boxer that will actually not quit. He needs to go for a real boxer. I don't want to see no UFC fighters. He needs to focus on the real boxer right now. When he beats the real boxer, he can go for anybody else. He can go for Nate Diaz, one of them trash talkers. But yeah, it's just sad, you know. And Hasim knew it. He was 230. He lied apparently. He told him he was 215. He couldn't do it. But I mean, he should have started doing it since the first day, you know. But yeah, and then he got mad about, you know, not cutting weight, and he was trying to fight him. He was like, "Why don't you fight me at this weight, at 215?" Like, but you can't do the contract. You signed the contract, dude. You can't just make your way out of it, you know. And Jake Paul was going up a lot of weight too. He was going to 200 pounds, which is he's putting on weight too, and he did it. So you should be able to fulfill your promise, but you didn't. So yeah, it is what it is. But you know, hopefully he can get a fighter soon, because you know he's been training a lot, so it's kind of upsetting to train all that for no reason. So I would just try to get a fight as quick as possible. Obviously, you can't just fight anybody else, and next week you can't just get. It's too short to get another fighter to come in for a week, because he's been focusing on his size, his like his position, like, you know, southpaw, whatever you call it. He's been focusing on like his technique. So it's a different fighter's a different story. So he just needs to just get another training camp in, but fast. I'd do it fast, because he's already in the zone. He's already been training really hard. So if he can get a fight next month or something like that, it'd be amazing. But I feel bad for all the fighters in that card. They were really ready to fight. Probably they were gonna get all paid, and all the money's gone. He lost money because of the man. You know, he didn't make the weight. He was like 15 pounds off. You know, I kind of understand him, you know, because, you know, but you shouldn't have signed the contract, man. Should have just let somebody else get in. Because, you know, you saw Tommy Fury dropped out, and then if you thought you were going to drop out, do the same thing as Tommy did, then why would you sign it? I don't know. I really want Jake Paul to fight a real boxer to see what he has, and I want KSI to fight at least 2 fights before he gets in the ring with Jake Paul. It's gonna be the big finale right there. It's gonna sell a lot. But yeah. But other than that, I don't know what to say. It's crazy. It's just, we were all waiting. I wasn't gonna pay $60. I don't know, but I was ready to see the highlights. Yeah, $60 is way too much. It's more expensive than a Canelo fight. Well, why? It's not. The price is way too big. I don't care if I don't care if it's Showtime. It's not many people are gonna pay $60 for a Jake Paul fight. This should have gone to like 30. But that's not a good price. They need to work on that better. I guess he just needs to get out of Madison Square Garden. He's just cursed. He can't fight there. Every time he tries to fight in Madison Square Garden, it gets canceled. Maybe we could see another Tyron Woodley 3. That would be amazing. Yeah, Tyron Woodley should step up again. I don't know, but for now, we just wait until we hear anything from Jake Paul. If he's gonna fight somebody else. I'm excited to see the Gibb fight. I hope he passes all his tests and he gets to punch McBroom in the face and beat the makers and, you know, take over. I hope KSI fights August 27th. I hope he knocks him out. KSI for the win. Team UK, let's go. And if you like this video and you enjoyed it, make sure you gotta like, you know, you gotta subscribe, you gotta comment, come through. New videos coming out every week. Great content. Always trying to do best. I'll see you guys. Peace.